Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. I am so glad that you could join me this Tuesday morning, December 17th, 2024. We're almost a week away from Christmas. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we teach people how to currency trade using our simple but accurate proprietary indicators. And we found the best way to teach is with personalized one-on-one coaching. And that is the most efficient and effective way to get you from point A to point B. And we are so confident in how we do it in our approach that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split the profit. So with that, let's see what we've got this morning. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we can see what there is.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
Lots of people say they've got great stuff, and often it turns out to fall short of the promise. And we found that the best way to communicate it, how simple the indicators are and how accurate they are, is to just actually let you use them. And we come online and take live trades where you can copy the trade and see for yourself that the tools work. I do 3 live trades a week, the Tuesday and Thursday morning at this time. We also did one Monday afternoon. On yesterday's trade, we took 2 trades, and both closed profitably. One on the Australian dollar, US dollar, one on the New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, and then also on the overnight trade that also closed profitably. So when you become a member, we do live trades every morning at 10 a.m., also every evening at 6 p.m. And then one of the things that differentiates us is when you do work with us, we are constantly training. We've got the personalized one-on-one coaching, but we've got group training all the time. So there's always someone available. There's always someone giving instruction. We're reviewing the fundamentals. And it's by that constant coaching that helps you stay on top of your game. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Every morning, I like to refresh my green chart, I should say. Clears out the memory, keeps it fast, picks up any updates that might have been done. One of the skills that I find people don't do frequently enough is actually going back and taking a look at the trades that didn't go the way that you thought, and trying to figure out why. And it's in that studying of the why you get better. and we've got a simulator on our indicators that let you go back to a specific point in time and take a look at exactly what you were looking at that time to see what it was that you might have missed. Now, sometimes you can do everything wrong, or excuse me, everything right, and it still go the wrong way. But more often than not, we sometimes make mistakes. I've been trading soon be going on 6 years, and every once in a while I do something foolish, and it's in going back and looking at what I did and thinking about it. It refreshes me, and it's like there's a reason you're not supposed to do that. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. Our indicators are very good at helping delineate the direction of a move. However, news does impact currency prices. So we want to take a look at whatever news events are happening that day so that we can trade around them. And I like to find those news events on Forex Factory, forexfactory.com, and it breaks it down into kind of 3 easy components. Yellow is low impact. We just ignore those. Orange is medium impact. I ignore those. Some people pay attention to them. And red is high impact. And these are guys I want to trade around. And this morning on the Canadian dollar, you get the consumer price index at 830. And we also have core retail sales at 830. So this morning we will not trade the dollar or the Canadian dollar. I found that as these are published numbers, this number's already figured out. It's sitting on somebody's desk, and they're just going to officially announce it. Both of these numbers. People who have access to the people who publish these numbers tend to find out before the official announcement and start trading on it. And the news is going to cause the news may cause some sort of jump in the price. And if you're sitting holding a position because the indicators told you one thing, all bets are off the table when the news comes out, because the news will cause a jump. So it's easier just to stay out of it, and I try to stay out of it within that 2-hour window, and then maybe come back to it after 30 minutes after the news event. So this morning we're gonna skip these two. We've got a number of different trade strategies, and as we coach people, we figure out what your availability to trade is and your risk preferences. And we will customize a trade plan around you. This is the one that I principally trade with, although I've got a couple different strategies. For example, the overnight strategies is different than this one. We may end up using a different strategy today, but we're going to start with this strategy and see what we've got. But basically, I'm trading it off of it's called a 10-point trade signal. I'm trading it off of a 1-hour chart. On a 1-hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And I expect the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. And often I'm looking to get at least 11 pips. If I can get 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing terrific. Both of last night's trades were 10-pip trades. And the strategy is basically there's 3 parts of the chart. I want to have the lines in all 3 parts line up, going in the same direction. And if I have all 3 going in the same direction, I've got a very high probability trade. So with that, let's see what we've got this morning. The chart I am going to trade off of is one of our standard charts. It's called the Light 6 Major. It is a composite chart. This chart's showing me 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1-hour chart. And this first chart are all US-based pairs. I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. This black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. And this horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So I'm looking for situations where these lines are either below the red line and going up or above the blue line and coming down. Now here, this is what I consider a nice setup. We're oversold. That's 1 point. All the lines are going up. That's 2 points. The green line is crossed over the red line, and the gray line is crossed over the black line. That's 3 points. And fourth, the steepness on the green line is greater than 45 degrees, which it is. I also like the fact that the green line is about to enter the channel, and I like that the lines, both the major and minors, are clustered. So we've got 4 points here. This is a nice setup. Then I'm going to jump up to the TNTs, and we've got 4 lines up here, 2 orange lines, the thick and the thin orange, and then 2 blue lines, the dotted blue and the thick blue. I want at least 3 of these lines supporting the buy signal I see here. So the 2 orange lines are going up, telling me buy. The dotted blue is coming down. Now on the blue lines, they're inversely related. So when blue comes down, that means buy. So dotted blue coming down is telling me buy. So 3 of these lines are telling me buy. When I have 3 of the lines telling me buy, then I'm going to jump down to the bottom part of the chart, which is what we call the pressure. And I want these lines either going up, which they're not, or I want the green line on top, which it is. So I've got 1 point, 4 points, 3 points for 8 points. So I like this trade. Problem is, we've got news coming on the U.S. dollar within 2 hours, so I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna pass. I don't want to trade within that news event time. But this is what I'm looking for. When I see this, then what I would do is I would go and I would confirm it, and the confirmation would be to go on a full chart. And a full chart is there's just one pair on the chart, but it's showing me 6 different time frames: a 1 hour, a 2 hour, a 4 hour, an 8 hour, 12, and a day. And on the 2 hour and 4 hour, I want us to be oversold. I want it to kind of match this. It doesn't have to be going up. Like the 2 hour, we're oversold and the lines are going up. On the 4 hour, we're oversold and they're still going down. That's okay. I just want them to be oversold, because if this weakens, I'll pick the trade up off of here. Because if we're oversold on the longer term time frames, that just means that it's going to take longer. There's less chance it's going to keep going down if we're oversold on these. So we do have this, and then the next step would be is to figure out what the trade is worth. On some of our trades, it's a predetermined take profit. On other trades, you need to figure it out. I'm not going to figure it out because I want to find a trade that we can take, but I'm just showing you what the second step of the process is. All 4 points here, 2 going up, dotted blue coming down, so 3 here, down pressure, green on top. So this is a good trade too. I like this one a little better because the line's a little steeper. The green line's a little steeper here. A pound at USD, overbought going up. Dollar Canadian dollar. So this has got both items as news events. Overbought, everybody's coming down. Double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. It's hard to tell if this is 45 degrees or not. This is less steep than this one or this one. So the steepness of the green line is important. Dollar Swiss franc, overbought, everybody's coming down. Double cross. This is greater than 45 degrees, but what I don't like is you see this little kink in the green line here. I don't like it when we're going from more steep to less steep. That's telling me it's kind of running out of gas. I want it to reverse. I want it less steep to more steep. And then here it's kind of a dollar yen oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. But here, I'm not sure if that steepness is 45 degrees or not. And plus, we've got the kink in the line. So I've cloned this chart and made a new chart with 6 non-USD pairs. So let's see what we can find here. Euro pound oversold. Majors are kind of sideways. Minors going down. Australian dollar yen oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. What I don't like here is I don't like the kink in the line. This I think is greater than 45 degrees. And I don't like that the green line is so far away from entering the channel. I like it to be closer to entering the channel, kind of where the minors are. Also, when we're trading on a 1 hour chart, I need one of these pairs to be a daytime. And in both of these markets now it's evening. So when there's daytime, there's active trading, and that 1 hour time frame I'm looking for, because of the active trading, that'll push it through. When there's not active trading, there's not as strong a push, so it takes longer for the trade to go. So on a 1 hour chart, it doesn't work. Euro Canadian dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line, although we have the kink in it where we're going from more steep to less steep. I will consider a trade so long as the green line is less than halfway, which it is. Now, the issue here, again, is it's a news item, Canadian dollar, so we're going to pass. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, terrific steepness. All the lines are clustered. Green line is just entering the channel. So this is a terrific setup here. I love this setup. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. And we've got down pressure, but the green line has just crossed over. Again, our issue is it's evening in both of these markets. I need one of them to be daytime or active trading time, and it's not. But this is a nice setup. If I see this on something else that we can trade, I'm most likely taking that trade. Pound yen, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. We're in the channel. Only thing I don't like is we've got that kink. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. I've got weak down pressure. What makes it weak is the slope of the line and how close the lines are. The lines are close, but it's almost flat. So we've got 7 points here. I am going to take a look at the confirmation, even though we have this kink here. So pound yen is something I trade a lot. So let's take a look. We're oversold on the 2 hour. And the 4 hour, the majors didn't quite get oversold, but the green line is turned. It's just about touched, and it's turned. So we're not 100% there. Let's just take a look at the clean chart. So on this trade, we need to figure out where the support and resistance is, and we're going to trade within the support and resistance of where the current candle is. Now, here it's basically an uptrend, and we're taking a buy Since I trade this a lot, I've got the support and resistance already mapped on here, but support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. Like right in here, right in here. I'm going to close this up a little bit so we can see it a little bit better. Now, our issue is we're taking a buy trade. We're in this channel, and we're hitting this resistance line. And you can see it bumped, it's bumping now. I want to take a trade, so there's no room. We have to get to the other side of this before we take the trade, because I don't know how long it'll bump. Because you can see when it came down, it kind of bumped, broke through. Then it went back up to the next one, bumped, came back down, kind of bumped, then broke through. Because we're sitting on this line, I don't want to take the trade. Now, I could take a pending trade, and I might consider a pending trade if we didn't have this kink in the line. This kink in the line tells me we're running out of gas. So let's see if we can find something else. Euro, Australian dollar, overbought, going up. So let's go to the next 6. Canadian yen, oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. We've got the kink, which I don't like. The slope is greater than 45 degrees, it looks like. But again, the issue, news item. So we're going to pass. Euro, New Zealand dollar. We didn't quite get to oversold on the majors, but everybody's going up, double cross. Good steepness on the green line. We are just a little bit past the halfway mark. 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines coming down. So all 4 of the TNTs are telling me buy. And we have got very weak up pressure. Green line's going up and the red line's going up. Let's see what our Euro, New Zealand dollar. Now, my confirmation is that the 2-hour and 4-hour charts would be oversold. They're not. Here, 2-hour charts overbought and going down. So here it's telling me buy, here it's telling me sell. So since I don't have agreement, I'm just going to pass. I need to have them both in agreement. Overbought going up. New Zealand yen, the time is evening in both of these markets. New Zealand USD, we've got the news on the USD. Euro Swiss franc. We just touched oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. Good steepness on the line. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down, and up pressure, weak up pressure. So we've got 7 or 8 points here. So let's take a look at our confirmation. Oops, I'm sorry. If I don't write it down, I don't remember it. Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc. All right, so this is the signal we were just looking at, but here on the 2-hour chart, we're not sold. We're in the middle of the channel going down. Here we're overbought going down. So again, there's no agreement. I don't care if this is going down if it's oversold, but when it's overbought, this is telling me, you got a ways to go here. So we have nothing there. Let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, we're going to pass, but this is a good buy signal. Swiss franc yen. Everybody's going up, double cross. Steepness greater than 45 degrees. 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines coming down. Down pressure with green on top. It is noontime in Switzerland, or 1 o'clock in Switzerland. Let's take a look and see what the confirmation is. So Swiss franc, yen, oversold. So that's what I want. So we've got the confirmation. So let's see what this trade is worth. Swiss franc, yen. It's a buy. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. Going to get a clean chart. And I'm going to crunch up the chart so I can better see the trend, and also put the support and resistance on here. So it's kind of a thing where you just eyeball it. So it seems to stop in here, over here. We'll put one above it. These tend to be about 30 or 40 pips apart. Seems to stop in here, over here. So we're at 171.35 to 172. So that's 70 pips. That's a bit much. I'm going to open this up a little bit and see if we can find one that's kind of in the middle of this. Let's see. Right in here, kind of right in here. And we were looking at a buy. And again, our issue is I want to trade within these lines, within this channel. So that's 9 pips up. And 31 pips down. Let's take a look at the signal one more time. And what kind of trend were we trading into? Because this is kind of an uptrend. Although the last few days have been sideways. So let's take a look. All right, we're going to take a 9 pip buy on the Swiss franc yen. 9 pip buy on the Swiss franc yen. Let us go to Swiss franc yen. I've already got it open. I'm going to go to new order. My lot size is a function of what's in the account. I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots as a rule of thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.23. I'm going to round up. 1.23. I can take anywhere from half of that, which would be 0.6, to double it. I'm just going to keep the 1.23. Market buy. I'm going to right click on it, go to modify. I'm going to go for 9 pips. 9 pips is 90 points. I click the little blue button. It does the math for me. We're going to use a 3-to-1. So 27 pip stop loss, which is 270 points, and just add an extra 0. Plop it in there. Then I click this modify button, and it's going to drop it in there. So we took a buy on the Swiss franc yen with a take profit of 171.710, 171.710, with a stop loss of 171.344, 171.344. And I am going to expect this trade to close within the next 3 hours. So by 10 a.m., this should be closed. Again, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to learn to trade, the best way to do it is find somebody who's good at it. And we are good at it. We come online. As I said, I come online 3 times a week. I send out the overnight trades. So if you follow that, you can see that I know what I'm talking about. And then get them to teach you. And we are willing to teach you. And in fact, we're so confident that we can get you to be good at this, that we'll let you trade with our money, which reduces the risk for you, provides a safety net because we're keeping an eye on what you're doing, gives you a mentor, somebody to talk to, and be able to ask questions to, and allows you to learn faster, basically. Can you figure this out on your own? It's hard. It's hard, and there's lots and lots of information out there, and it's hard to figure out what's good and what's not, and what you should use. And again, if you get questions, it takes forever to learning by trial and error. Sometimes it's just not efficient. All right, have a terrific day, and we'll see you this afternoon when we do the overnight trade setup. Bye-bye.